Inked Secrets. In the peaceful town of St. Holloway, where time seemed to slow down and the harmonious sounds of nature filled the air, the disappearance of Mrs. Hargrove struck a dissonant chord in the hearts of its inhabitants. The arrival of Detective Jonathan Harding brought a glimmer of hope, his sharp eyes scanning the small library where the mystery began. As he meticulously combed through the scene, the detective couldn't shake off a creeping unease. The absence of forced entry suggested familiarity, but who would dare harm such a cherished member of the community? Mrs. Hargrove was a kind soul who had dedicated her life to fueling the imagination of young and old alike. There was no apparent motive for her sudden disappearance, leaving the townsfolk bewildered and the local law enforcement scratching their heads. Among the untouched remnants of her life, Detective Harding found solace in the cryptic note left behind. He gingerly unfolded the aged piece of paper, its elegant handwriting inked in swirling calligraphy. The words danced across the page, weaving an intricate web that mirrored the unsettling tales of Edgar Allan Poe. The note offered no concrete answers, only a riddle that begged to be deciphered. At once, Detective Harding knew that unraveling the secrets within Poe's narratives would be his key to unlocking the enigma that now shrouded the town. He reached for the rare edition of Edgar Allan Poe's complete works that had been discovered near the crime scene. As he delved into the macabre and haunting stories, he couldn't help but feel a sense of urgency and dread, as if the answer to Mrs. Hargrove's disappearance lay concealed within the depth of Poe's haunting words. The quiet town of St. Holloway became imbued with a sense of unease as Detective Harding tirelessly pursued the secrets hidden within Poe's tales. The eerie moonlight cast long shadows upon the streets, and the whispering wind carried a chilling reminder that not all was as it seemed. As he immersed himself deeper into the dark recesses of Poe's mind, Detective Harding discovered a pattern emerging from the cryptic note. The words in the note seemed to align with specific passages from Poe's works, suggesting a disturbing connection between the enigma of Mrs. Hargrove's disappearance and the tales of madness and mystery woven by the masterful author. With each story explored, Harding uncovered hidden clues that mirrored the fate of the characters within. He deciphered Poe's riddles, meticulously piecing together the fragments of information. The detective's obsession grew, fueled by an unwavering determination to bring justice to Mrs. Hargrove and unveil the unsettling secrets that had hidden beneath the tranquil surface of the town. The townsfolk, too, had become captivated by the unfolding investigation. Whispers of conspiracy and long-buried secrets spread like wildfire, casting suspicion upon even the most trusted members of the community. The once amiable atmosphere fractured, replaced with fearful glances and hushed conversations. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, as Detective Harding painstakingly followed the trail of clues left behind by Poe. Each revelation brought him closer to the truth, but also deeper into a web of darkness that threatened to consume him. Tension wove its way through the air as the small town of St. Holloway reached its breaking point. Detective Harding's obsession with Poe's tales had become a looming presence, his unwavering pursuit of justice veering close to madness. In a desperate bid to save both himself and the town, Detective Harding delved further into the mind of Poe. The faint glimmer of a final clue came into view, a startling revelation that connected the disappearance of Mrs. Hargrove to a devious plot woven into the very fabric of the town itself. As darkness settled over St. Holloway, Detective Harding's relentless investigation led him to a hidden underground chamber, concealed beneath the library Mrs. Hargrove had faithfully overseen. Cobwebs clung to ancient tomes, their bindings whispering secrets long forgotten. With trembling hands, Harding reached the heart-stopping conclusion of his arduous search. The truth lay not in the pages of Poe's works, but in the echoes of the town's past. The deceit that had veiled the tranquil surface had been perpetrated by those closest to Mrs. Hargrove, ensnared by their own misdeeds and desperate to keep their secrets hidden. As the labyrinthine web of truth unraveled, Detective Harding vowed to expose the dark underbelly of St. Holloway and bring justice to Mrs. Hargrove. But the detective's obsession had come at a cost. His once unwavering resolve now tempered with the weight of his own ragged psyche.